In this video, for the 10th grade secondary NIOS psychology, the topic nurturing the whole being, an Indian perspective. We are going to see on the healthcare and wellness of the whole being from an Indian perspective. Let us go into the video. These nurturing the whole being, an Indian perspective, is the topic of the day. These are the subtopics. We are going to see about the holistic personality, an Indian view. We are going to also see the theory of Trigunas, then the theory of Panch Koshas, the 5 sheets of human existence, the development of the Koshas, and Sri Aurobindo's levels of consciousness. Let us go to the topics, subtopics, one by one. First, the holistic personality from an Indian view. Now, when you look at this image of a girl, we can see only a personality, a figure, that is just the face and her up to a part of her body. We are not able to see the whole person as such. We can see some things about her: a face, long hair. She's wearing a blue dress, and she's also having a bindi on her forehead. See some of the ornaments. So as you observe something about her, we can describe some of the characteristics of the personality, but we can see only the physical appearance. What about the mental, the inner self of this personality? Let us see inside. Indian thinkers visualized human existence in terms of an integrated structure, having spiritual as well as material aspects. In Upanishads, the self, the Atman, or the consciousness is considered as the real core of personality. Consciousness is the eternal and immutable part of existence. Immutable aspect of existence, thus, personality cannot be taken as physical appearance or the body only. See? We already saw this. You can draw many conclusions from the physical appearance of this girl. But this does not portray the entire thing, the whole body or the whole personality. The personality cannot be taken as physical appearance only. It extends to different levels of existence, incorporating the physical, social, and spiritual levels. So there are 3 aspects here, 3 levels. When we see only the physical level, that only gives a superficial view. And we have a social and spiritual levels too. Let us go to the theory of Trigunas, the 3 gunas. This theory proposes that entire existence in nature is made up of the combination of 3 gunas, namely sattva, rajasvit, and tamasit. Sattvic. This kind of a person functions moderately in eating, sleeping, and performing various activities. Sort of a moderate, a balanced life. Rajasic is a type of a person who's very active, dynamic, and addicted to work. If he or she does not have work to do, he or she will feel restless. This kind of a person likes to eat spicy food. The third type of guna is the tamasic. This type of person does not like to work. He's a lazy. He or she gets up late in the morning. They are failures in their lives. And nobody likes to be associated with them. Then we move on to the theory of Panch Koshas, the 5 sheaths of human existence. 5 sheaths. The 5 sheaths are the food sheath, the vital air sheath, the mind sheath, the intellectual sheath. These are that food sheath itself has the vital air sheath, mind sheath, intellect sheath, bliss sheath. Then comes the second kosha. First kosha is the food kosha, ahara kosha, that is called. The second one is called the Vijnana Maya kosha. That means the intellect. Manomaya kosha, the pranayama kosha, the breath. Annamaya kosha. These are the 5 koshas. We'll go into this detail of these 5 koshas like this. We will dive into this topic now, this subtopic, because this is very important of the Panch Koshas. So we quickly go through these koshas. Annamaya kosha, the food sheath. Annamaya kosha is the food sheath. Then we have the physical body, the outermost part of our existence called the Annamaya kosha, the food sheath. Then we have, actually it is emerged from the essence of food assimilated by the father and nourished in the womb by the mother, by the food taken by the mother, and therefore it is existence. The food, what we eat, gets transformed into muscles, veins, nerves, blood vessels, blood and bones. So these are the various entities of the human physical body. If proper exercise and diet is given, the Annamaya kosha develops well. Health, signs of healthy development, stamina and endurance. The second kosha is the vital sheath or the pranayama kosha. Panchapranas, these are called. There are 5 physiological systems described in Ayurveda, represent the vital sheath. These are the 5. Prana, faculty of perception. Apana, the faculty of excretion. Perception means sense organs, the 5 sense organs. Apana, the faculty of excretion. Rejected, some things that are rejected by the body. Perspiration, urine, so many other things have to be excreted from our body to the remove. And in the medical terms, it's detoxing or removal of toxins in our body. The third one is the samana, the faculty of digestion. Digest all food collected in the stomach. Vyana, the faculty of circulation. Udana, the faculty of thinking, thoughts. The idea of here, the capacity of self-education comes here. One's capacity to self-learn. These 5 faculties gradually weaken as people advance in age. The vital sheath controls and regulates the food sheath. The third kosha is the manomaya kosha, the mental sheath. Mana means mind. Manam, mind, man. In Hindi, also we say it is the mind. Regulates, this mind regulates the pranayama kosha or vital sheath. For example, when the mind is upset due to some shock, the functions of pranas and the body are affected. So mind interprets the impressions of sense organs. And also there is a memory which stores all the information. The fourth kosha is the intellectual sheath, the Vijnanamaya kosha. Vijnanamaya means the jnanam, that is jnana, the intellectual sheath, the mind or the manas, that there is that which receives the external stimuli through sense organs and communicates the responses to the organs of action. Through the stimuli received through the five senses, sense organs are distinct and different. Though the stimuli received through these five sense organs are distinct and different from one another, an integrated experience of them is brought about by the mind, the intellect. The intellect is also called buddhi, the intelligence, the intellectual part, is discriminating and discerning process. The discriminating and discerning process which examines and judges the stimuli received. Then the fifth kosha is the Anandamaya kosha. Ananda means enjoyment or happiness, joy, blissful sheath. This is the innermost sheath, innermost of the five sheaths, and consists of vasanas or desires. They exist in the subconscious, the way we exist during the state of deep sleep. Considered blissful because when whatever be the condition in which we are in our waking and dream states, once we reach, all of us experience relatively the same undisturbed peace and bliss during the cessation of agitation. So we rest and we go to sleep. Sheath controls, the bliss sheath controls the intellectual sheath, since the intellect functions under the control and guidance of one's vasanas or the desires. So as we move on to the next subtopic, the development of the koshas. Personality development moves from Annamaya kosha to the pure consciousness, gradually removing all the five covers and that masks it. The five covers that mask it. So regular eating habits, the right kind of food, all types of exercises and games, jogging, running and walking, asanas, yoga, for example, here facilitate the development of the Annamaya kosha. Pranayam and breathing exercise. Pranayama is kosha is the breathing. Manomaya kosha is the study, that is mind, intellectual. That is Vijnanamaya kosha is the intellect. So these are all developed during this. The koshas are being developed. They are interrelated. So it requires a lot of deep thinking, problem solving, study techniques, small research projects, evaluation and appreciation of books, and interviewing eminent persons. So all these activities make you go beyond your tiny self and give you an opportunity to identify with your fellow beings, your community members. Finally, we dive into the Sri Aurobindo on his view on the levels of consciousness. Sri Aurobindo says that two systems are simultaneously active in the organization of the being and its parts. a concentric system and a vertical system. The concentric system is like a series of rings or sheets. The outermost circle comprised of awareness and physical body, awareness of vital or the sheath, and the vital sheath or the body, pranic, and the awareness of mental sheath. They are interconnected. The inner circle is composed of the inner mind, which is in touch with the universal mind or supreme energy. So the innermost core is called psychic being, which is a spark of the divine or the supreme energy and present in all of us, called the Atma. The vertical system is like a staircase consisting of various levels, planes of consciousness, ranging from the lowest, the inconsistent, to the highest. It is something like climbing the innumerable rungs of the ladder of evolution. We have an evolved body and mind, but our evolution is not complete. Our consciousness has to climb several rungs to reach still higher levels. And the highest level of consciousness, which is endowed with amazing experience of goodness, freedom, and knowledge. So these are the levels of consciousness, the two levels, the concentric level, the concentric system, and the vertical system. And in this, wait a minute, just getting back to this. We'll get back to we have so far seen the following topics in this video. The Trigunas, the personality, the holistic personality. So the holistic personality, an Indian view, the theory of Trigunas, the holistic personality, the personality, the outward appearance of physical and the mental faculties. Then we have we have also seen the theory of Trigunas, the three gunas, the sattvic, rajasic, and the tamasic. And then the Panch Koshas, the 5 sheets, the 5 sheets of human existence. And finally, the development of koshas and how the koshas, the levels of consciousness, how these koshas are controlling the entire system. The 2 systems that are simultaneously active in the organization of the well-being, the way-being and its parts, a concentric system and a vertical system. And that's it in this video. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.